Hey guys, welcome back to the Darling Talk Show. I am your host, Alexa Darling, and today we have another episode, another special episode. We have this beautiful Haitian baddie in the building, and let me introduce her for you guys first. Her name is Gio. Well, she goes by Gio, but her name is Giovanna, correct?
Yes.
Said it right. Boom.
Yes.
She's a Haitian baddie, host of Thoughts of a Virgo podcast, and she's also an executive producer and co-CEO of Take Collect Media.
Yeah.
All right. So hey boo, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, baby?
I'm great. I'm feeling good today.
You look
I can't wait for
good.
this wine though. I know you cannot wait for the wine either.
I'm excited. I already opened it.
Yeah, she did. But you know what? It's okay because every episode I kind of bring a new wine on set, and I pretty much put my audience onto the wine because I want them to
Okay.
know about the wine because I'm a wine lover. So
Right. No gatekeeping, everybody.
no gatekeeping around here. So y'all, this is the bottle that we're drinking today.
That's beautiful.
We did good today. We did this week. I got everything. I got the bottle opener, everything. Okay, we good. This one is called Bornos Frisante Verdejo. Palacio de Bornos. I don't know what this means. I think it's given Italy.
It's giving sweet.
Yeah, it is actually a sweet wine. I know you like sweet, so I had to give you a sweet. I don't really like too sweet. Well, like a wine that is too sweet.
Right. Is that you think that's too sweet?
I don't know. We're gonna find
We'll
out.
find out together.
We're about to find out.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, boo. Here you go. We're gonna toast. Do you want to toast?
Yeah, of course.
I like to, sometimes ask the guests if they want to toast.
I appreciate that because I'm a
Yes.
Virgo and I like to lead the way sometimes.
Ooh,
Okay.
period.
So this will be to a great episode to
Yes.
making fantastic connections into
Yes.
you doing your own fabulous thing.
Oh, thank you. Salud. Yes. Let's see how this tastes.
Okay.
It's good.
It's gonna be a good episode.
It's gonna be a, it's gonna be a good episode.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. It's giving sweet.
It is. Not
Um,
too sweet though.
It's not overly sweet. But it's not too dry either. It has like a little like spark, like a little
Fizz.
fizz to
For
it.
sure.
Yeah. So
The
I'm not mad
aftertaste
at
is
it.
bitter, like a kind of like a bitter taste. So
Definitely does.
it won't give you like hookah, guys.
All right, so let's get into this conversation.
Yes, ma'am.
So you guys, I met Gio recently, actually.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Y'all know I'm the networking queen. I'm always talking to people, but the thing about it is, like, I always connect with people that if she's sitting on this couch, it's because we really connected. Okay, like, and we've been talking about feminine energy, masculine energy. She's really good at, like, as y'all know, she is pretty good at like the whole horoscope thing too. So
Yeah.
she definitely read me when she seen me.
I'm good at reading energies, and you wore your energy on your sleeve, so I picked that up immediately,
Yeah,
and I knew I had to have a conversation with you.
yeah. It's very like I don't know how to hide it.
No, and you shouldn't.
And I'm very like me.
Mhm.
And I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes that can be a little like intimidating to people
Oh,
because
of course.
it's like, wow, like where did this girl come from with all this good energy, or like, why she's always smiling. Like people sometimes don't like that, right? Or to them it's just not normal.
Yeah.
And same with you. You were super super nice and sweet.
Yes.
Very, you were with your husband.
Yes.
And it was good vibes. We had a good time. We had a
Yeah.
good time. We took a shot. She was trying to have me take tequila, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
I don't know
Did
why
I take tequila?
She did not.
I took-
She was really against the tequila shot. I'm a tequila connoisseur. She was more. What did you have? She had some babaku. Babaku is a Haitian rum.
Yep.
And I'm like, girl, you want babaku, but not no tequila.
I think that's better than tequila.
okay. Okay, girl.
I'm different, huh?
They're different. Ain't nothing wrong with it though.
Listen. So, yeah. So I know that you are married. You are a
Yes.
wife. You are
Yes.
26 years old.
Yes, I got married at 23
Wow.
in the military after a week.
Oh, let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
So I
Wow.
was enlisted in the U.S. Army right after college. I'm from New Jersey, so right after I graduated college in 2019, I enlisted in the U.S. Army, and I went in the Army to just cover debt for school. Like if you know, you know. Like I'm
Yeah.
in 56K. I'm in 56K of debt. So I went to the military to try to alleviate some of that. And went through the whole process and stuff like that. Got to my first duty station in Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
And just one random night, after being there, stationed there for a month, I was banging on the wall to my actual roommate's room because we share a quad space, like dormitory.
Yeah.
So we share a common area, which is a kitchen, and then we have 2 rooms, right? So I was banging on her wall to turn down the music, and then Dante came from his room that was next to mine and said, "I'm so sorry I was making noise and stuff like that," and the rest is history.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then we also got married for BAH. So that's if you're in the military and you have a child and you get married, they pay you more. But we love each other.
I heard about that.
So.
I love that. I
Yeah.
feel like it was just alignment, right? Like
It
sometimes,
was.
and this is why I always say timing is not really a thing for me, because you can just meet somebody, connect with that person, and y'all just, and then he's also a Virgo.
He's also a Virgo, and that is
2 Virgos, y'all.
Y'all, that is a life lesson that I've learned of myself, because he's exactly like me,
Just
but
the male
like
version of you.
Yeah, the male version. He's more calm than me, of course, but like all the bad, he definitely highlights it in different ways and shows me what I need to work on.
I love
so
that.
definitely being married to my husband has taught me how to mature as a woman.
I love that. They say earth signs are well for each other, right?
Yes.
Like, just basically, like, I know for me, I'm a Taurus, so I feel like I always attract earth signs, like Aquariuses, Pisces. Pisces, like,
Pisces are fishes, so
So
they're
are those water
sign,
signs?
but water and earth flow together. You're a Virgo's perfect match. That's why we connect so well.
I haven't met a Virgo. I don't think I've ever dated a Virgo man.
They're very sneaky. Be careful.
I heard, and I don't like sneaky.
Yeah, they're sneaky.
So I don't know, sis. I know at the end of the day, all men, no one is perfect, right? Like, I'm not perfect myself, so it's okay.
Right.
But I do feel like I would definitely vibe with a Virgo.
You would.
And being that we're both, like, we work hard, we're all about,
Mutual understanding.
Yeah, I think it will prosper. But I haven't met one yet. I'll keep coming across these Aquariuses and
Jesus.
ooh,
You said an Aquarius?
yes, Aquariuses and yeah. What's up with them?
May the force be with you. They're just very. I hate overly independent signs. They're the type of, they're just close to like a Sagittarius. Like they don't need nobody. I could do it by myself. I'm just so strong. Well, fuck you.
Wait, so Sagittarius too? They're like that too?
They're like that too, to a certain extent. You can tone them down. In Aquarius, they're always gonna cheat. They have commitment issues, and that's within themselves. But Sagittarius, they're similar to Aquarius, but they will tone down if they are in love with the woman.
Right.
Or
I was
a
married to
person.
Sagittarius.
I
Hey,
still can't believe you were married
I was
at 19.
I was 19, and I was, I was in love. Like, I met my ex-husband when I was 16 years old. I was very young. That was 2 years after I moved to the States.
Yeah.
Okay. So very young, very new to the U.S. He was also from Honduras, so we kind of like had that in common. Beautiful. And yeah, 19 years old girl, after graduating high school, I got married. I loved that man, like loved him. You know what I'm saying? But he was also a Sag. But I think it was a different Sag but I do know that Sagittarius men, when they love hard. They love hard. They may not always show it.
To a fault, though. To a fault.
About it.
So was there jealousy in the relationship, enviousness from his end? Because men are naturally jealous by nature.
I will say this. I don't know if it was jealousy, but I will say this. He was not supportive with the things that I was doing.
Jealousy.
Oop. I didn't want to say that.
Jealousy. No, let's call it what it is. Jealousy. Jealousy. If he's not supporting come on.
Yeah, very negative. Negative comments about the things that I was doing at the time. And when you are creative, a lot of people don't respect it. A lot of people don't think it's serious, or they may just feel like, oh well, like nah, like you're never gonna make money off that.
Artists are so misunderstood.
Yes, and I feel like I was so misunderstood about that because, again, I've always been passionate about my platform or everything that I do. Like, I put my all into everything. And, when you're starting, it's like you're barely getting any views or anything. So people don't get it, right? They don't see the point, or they don't believe in you.
Yeah.
But, girl, once I started, like, making stuff happen and, I got on the news and stuff just started happening, I'm like, okay. I'm going to prove all y'all people's wrong.
Yes. And you did.
And so, but yeah, I don't know. Sagittarius, they something else. I wouldn't say I'm not even gonna talk bad about them because I don't think they're all the same. I think that, again, talking about horoscopes, the charts matter. The moon sign matters a lot too.
Yes.
So it's not always your sun sign.
Yes.
It's the moon sign.
Yes.
I don't know what his moon sign was.
Right, right.
So I don't know.
And that's another thing that I want society to really pay attention to. Like, men and a lot of people have been saying, why do you people ask what's my sign? What is this? Numbers are very important to us. The time we were born, where we were born, it aligns to us. And we were born at a certain time passage that definitely sets the destiny of our life. So it's important that we know stuff like that and we really adhere to that. But people keep taking that shit as a joke.
Yeah.
And end up in fucked up situations. But look at us.
Ooh. And hey.
You want to drink on that?
Listen, yes.
Sip,
because,
sip.
No, for real though.
And that's another reason too. That's why I feel like that's toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity.
And that brings us to our topic of the day. Toxic masculinity. How would you define that?
I would define toxic masculinity as a society as a whole putting pressure on a men to be something that we believe them to be. We have to understand that men are natural predators, okay?
Right.
And when I say natural predators, they go out, they hunt, they bring back, they give shelter, they do all of that shit because everybody has a role. That's what the man is supposed to do, right? Now, when you bring society into it, it's like the man's not supposed to cry. The man's not supposed to show emotion. The man is not supposed to even watch his own kids. Society has made it to seem like the man is a babysitter to his own kids. Right. So toxic masculinity to me is just society's pressure on a man, especially the black man. The black man faces any man. Let me just cut that out. Any man. No, seriously, any man faces really big hardship issues.
Yeah.
So
that's true. And to be honest, like, I know a lot of people, even on podcasts, people always want to bring bashmen, right?
Yeah.
And I've never been a fan of that because no, seriously.
No, I agree.
Because I understand that we're all human, right?
Exactly.
And putting pressure, like, this is why, again, people, I don't even want to talk about that, but let me talk about it.
Talk about it.
The whole 50-50 conversation thing, right? I know when I was married, for example, I was doing 50-50 with my ex-husband because we were still young. We were like, building.
Yes.
And nowadays, people, especially women, do not want to build with their man. They want a man that's already done, that has everything ready, like a man that has all these millions, but no one wants to build. When I mean build, I'm not talking about you, like, changing a man,
right,
or you, like, I don't know, like, being with somebody that's not... You gotta be, like, when I'm talking about building, I'm talking about building an empire with your partner, being a team together, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
I know a lot of people want to just be, like, being in this soft girl era and, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Like,
the soft girl era is toxic too. But we'll talk about that.
Okay. All right. But again, I just feel like there's nothing wrong. If that works for you, like, people always talk about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union about them going 50-50. I'm like, so what? Like, these people are two wealthy people.
Exactly.
It works for them. She got money, he got money. So there's nothing wrong with them, like, collaborating for each other. It's like if me and you collaborate on a project, right? Guess what? We're both are collaborating. We're both putting input and effort into this so, like, we can make something happen.
Exactly.
I think to me, that's kind of how I look at marriage. Like, we're collaborating together for life.
The biggest contract ever.
So there's nothing wrong with, building with your partner. Now, if you have somebody that is not, like, a man that is just not, has no ambition, he doesn't know, you guys are not aligned, then he gotta go. That's different. But if you got a man that's like, wow, like, he may not have it, like, he may not have millions of dollars or anything like that, but this man he loves you. He works hard.
He's patient.
He's patient with you. Like, his character, like, is great. He has great character. Why not, like, build with that man?
See, and that's why I say the soft girl era is toxic, because it's teaching young women and old women too, because women don't mature. Some women don't mature to their 50s. It's teaching women to,
yes,
like,
I know a few.
Come on. It's teaching women to, A, be overly dependent, very toxic. And then B, it's like encouraging women to bash men. Like if this man don't pay all the bills and he a bum, girl, what if he doesn't have it right now?
Exactly.
You know, a marriage is not always 50-50. Sometimes it's 80-20.
Yes.
Like it's not always going to be 50-50. However, I as a real woman, and I know you could agree with me, I don't believe in putting sole financial responsibility on a man.
Oh, for sure.
Because he's not going to put sole responsibility on me for them kids. You feel me?
That part. And one thing about me, I always say this, like, I don't care if I'm married with a billionaire. I'm going to have my own money.
You're smart.
What?
You're
I
smart.
don't care how much money you got, sir. I'm going to work. I'm going to do what I have to do. Because at the end of the day, it's not always about if the man leaves, right? That man can probably get sick. Anything happens to them, and that man can go to jail. I don't know.
Have
Things
a second
happen.
family.
Life happens, right? You just want to always have your own stuff.
Yes.
And this is something that I've always been big on, right? Like, yes, I want to be spoiled because I work hard. Yes, I want to do all that. But I feel like the man that's for you, the man that loves you will spoil you in certain ways. And that's okay. So, now, you said something about women being overly independent.
Yes.
What do you think? Where do you think that comes from? Why do you feel like a lot of women are very, like, independent? Like,
I believe that comes from the lack of the father not being in the home.
Oh yes, I agree. That was me. Ooh, you at home. Ooh, baby.
You know, I grew up with my dad, and I still have daddy issues. You know, just because your dad is here doesn't always mean he's a father, you know? So like it really, I believe it stems from just the dad. Our dad is our first love.
Yes.
So like if our dad is not taking care of us or making us feel like we should be taken care of, we're gonna go, okay, fine, I don't need no man. My dad just put the blueprint, I'm about to get it myself.
Yeah, that was me. I literally made a video on my YouTube channel. It's on there. If you guys go below, y'all gonna see it where I talk about that. Where I opened up about my daddy issues because it was affecting my dating life, right? Girl, when I tell you I hated men, because I just couldn't understand why, you know, I'm out here like trying to find love but everything had to do with me. But I didn't know that, right? Until later on. Until when I started healing myself and doing all these things, reading books about healing and understanding where all this thing was coming from.
Yeah.
And you know how we all have an inner child, right?
Yes.
So my inner child was just broken.
Yes.
Bad. And it was because of my dad.
Yeah.
So then I had to like understand, like, okay, you know what? I have to heal. If I want to find a partner, I got to make sure that I'm doing my you know, the right things to heal myself. Because I'm not going to find nobody like that. So I was meeting great guys, but I will push them away because my energy. So the overly independent thing, like, you know, not letting them help me. I'm like, I got it. I'll go out to eat with them and I would like, I can pay for my tab.
Yeah.
Them trying to open a door for me. And I'm like, I got it. Thank you. Like, what? That is so toxic.
That is. And, you know, I share a similar experience with that. I'll never forget this. One of my ex-boyfriends told me, because I used to do the same thing whenever we go out. I would pay because I'm not about to let you think that I need you for anything. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Hello.
He told me, he looked me in the eye, and I'll never forget this. He said to me, you should not do that because a lot of men is going to use you for that, like, just because you're so giving. And I felt that. And I was like, dang, to me, I'm doing something. I'm showing you that I don't need you to do that for me. You know, I can do it myself. But men internalize that as, well, damn, bitch, what you need me for then?
Yeah, exactly. And at the end of the day, we all need, I don't care.
Yes.
People always be like, oh, I don't need a man. Baby, let me tell you something. You will need one eventually. I don't even care if you're making bread, because I think if you think about it, everything comes down to money, right?
Yes.
Like, oh, I got money, so I don't need you to do anything for me. I can do it myself. But sometimes we just need a man for, you know, companionship, a best friend, someone that if something breaks in the house, somebody can come and fix it. Because I ain't finna fix that.
Yeah.
And so I'm learning now to, like, girl, even till this day, my mom, right?
Yeah.
You know, I love you, girl. But my mom is so strong. My mom has done a lot of things by herself. And so my mom can fix anything in the house. My mom can fix a computer. She can fix anything in the house.
She had to live in her
She
masculine
had to
energy.
live in her masculine energy forever, so she's not used to. So now, guess who's telling my mom to be more soft? Me.
Really?
Mama, you need to, you know, it's to the point that like I'm okay with paying someone else for certain things just because I say I'm not going to do that. That's not my job.
Exactly.
Like there are certain things like if I go and fix, bro, if my car break down, if I get a what is it, a flat tire,
Right.
my mom will literally try to fix it herself, and
That's
I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm not doing that.
That's crazy. And you see, that's why it's important that you keep this platform open so we can talk to women.
This. Yeah.
Yes, this is important, women. Like we cannot be doing stuff like this. We have to understand, especially Black women. I'm going to speak to Black women right now because we are the most underappreciated and most disrespected person. Not women, persons. It's nobody below a Black woman.
Period.
We really have to like step back and step into our true essence and not live in our masculine energy. But that starts with the man. I'm gonna be honest. It starts with the man.
Yes, in the household, like because a lot of times, like I said, right, like you know, we see that, like we see our mothers, you know, having to do everything, but and then we think that's normal. Even if dad is in the house, right? Like for you say you grew up with your dad in the house.
Yes.
I did too, to a certain point, not really, but kind of, I don't
like
know,
a blur.
a few years, not really forever. And my dad is very, because he's not dead. Is. My dad is he's a provider. He's good at providing for the house and everything. But as far as like him being, you know, gentle, present, asking you how was your day. Like my dad never asked me how was my day in school. My dad never told me he loved me. So all those things. So guess what? When I met my ex-husband, he was the first man that told me he loved me. And the first man that told me I was beautiful. I'm like, oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm so dramatic.
No.
Hey, but it's true. Like, and so I always say, man, when I have my kids,
yes,
I have to be intentional about who I give, like who's gonna be the father of my child. Because,
be a wife. Be a wife.
Yes.
I stand 10 toes on that. Be a wife. Don't be a baby mother. Nothing wrong with baby mother. No no shade to baby mothers. Be a wife.
Right.
Be a wife.
Have those like high standards.
Exactly. Be a wife.
But then again,
stop.
No.
You about to say, oh, my first marriage really left
No.
in my mouth.
I believe in love and I believe in marriage. I do. Till this day. I love love.
Good.
I will get married again.
Good.
The thing is, I hear a lot of people sometimes talk about marriage in the way of like, oh, you know, that's my husband. He ain't going nowhere. Like this and that, right? Like, and I just want y'all to know this. Marriage does not mean that person is going to be with you forever. I'm sorry. There's a high chance, of course, right? But I just feel like marriage doesn't defines like I'm here for you forever.
No.
And I guess because I've been divorced, right? Maybe that's why I think that way. But but I just feel like I can have a kid by my husband.
Yeah.
And my husband might go and have a kid with another woman. Right. God forbid. I'm not saying that's gonna happen, right? I'm just talking like, you know, because these things happen to real people.
Right.
But that could happen. So I always think like this. I want to have a kid by a man that even if things do not work out for me and him, like if we don't stay together, he's gonna be a present father to my child.
Exactly.
It's not about me.
Exactly.
Once that kid is here, it's not gonna be all about me. It's gonna be about our kid. So that's just why I think the way I think. It's basically not saying that, okay, well, you know, because my mom and my dad got divorced, and ever since it's like he divorced me and my mom. So you know what I'm saying? Like I want a man that even if things do not work between me and you, you're still gonna be a present father.
Yeah, let me speak on that actually, because I didn't even know we shared similar issues like that. So me and my husband actually almost separated last year. So I went back home. Yeah, I left him. We were living in Seattle.
Wow.
I left him in Seattle and I went back to New Jersey because I felt like he was not stepping up to be a husband. He was treating me like a girlfriend and I'm doing wife things. You feel me? I'm putting up with your family on top of my family.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? I'm speaking life into you and you're still like beating me down type shit. Not in the sense of like physical, never physical, more so of like not showing up where I needed him to show up. So I left. I went home. And at the same time, ironically, my parents have been married for 27 years. My dad had a child, or he thought he had a child outside of my mom.
Oh my goodness.
I'm Haitian, so y'all know how that go, right?
Ooh.
My dad has 6 other kids prior. I'm the baby. Right.
Excuse
me, 7 kids.
Same.
Girl.
Well, it's not 7, it's 5. I'm the baby.
Okay. So it's weird. I went home at that time. My parents going through that stuff, and I remember my dad saying to me, you know, I don't give. Can I curse on this?
Of course, be yourself, honey.
I don't give a fuck about what you and your mother do. Like, you could go inside with your mother, and I knew he was coming from a place of hurt because he was upset of what my mom, my mom was standing on what she said, because my mom has been a very strong advocate for my father. That's where I learned to be patient and consistent with my man and show respect, because my mom respected the heck out of my dad, to a fault. So now this was her one rule. If you have a baby outside of me, it's over, because my mom welcomed my dad's kids from previous. And I love my mom for that. She showed me how to be a true woman. She welcomed his outside kids into our home. Never, ever made them feel yucky, disgusting outside kids. She cooks, she talks to them. My mom is a Capricorn, she's a hardworking woman, very quiet, but when she get upset, she get upset. You feel me? So she stood on what she said with my dad. And my dad said to me in my big age, that shit hurt my feelings. In my big age, he said, I don't care what you and your mom do. I'm going back to my other kid in Haiti. Come to find out, that wasn't even his other kid.
Oh my Lord have mercy. Jesus.
So that left a big issue, because that was also an issue within my marriage too. Like, I compartmentalized every man, my husband, I'm gonna say my husband, to my dad. So I'm working through that now with therapy and learning to not do that.
Go to therapy. I always say therapy helps so much, man, because a lot of people be like, oh, why am I gonna go sit and talk to somebody else that I don't know? But it's like, you'll be surprised.
Because you're talking to the people that you do know, and they're like, damn, that's crazy.
Exactly. Right.
Like,
so, wow. I just want to say thank you for being so vulnerable. I appreciate that.
Of course.
That means a lot to me.
Of course.
Because, wow, that was deep. But, yeah, man. And so all those things really kind of like shape us, right?
Yes.
Into our dating life, into all of those things. But I mean, I think we're getting better. I think that our generation will be better.
Oh yeah,
because we are taking the necessary steps to do that.
Yeah,
the last generation, our parents never went to therapy.
Our parents are disgusting. I'm sorry. I would say it. Y'all are toxic. No, they're toxic. Y'all really fucked us up and did a number. Now we're the generation going to therapy, we're trying to get married and trying to keep the family system in the house, because y'all did a number on us. Like, y'all taught us to be overly independent. Like, no, our parents did a number. And when Freaknik come out, I'm going to see a lot of y'all mamas and grandmothers in there, and y'all nasty.
Hey, oh my God. You know what? You're right. You ain't even lying about that. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
I know you said something about soft girl era is toxic.
Yes.
I'm going to let you speak, and I'm going to let you tell me why. Why you feel that way. Because I'm sure the audience will want to know that. Yeah.
So maybe it's my misunderstanding, but I believe that from what I've been hearing about the soft girl era is, just more so like, there's nothing wrong with kicking back, but it's kicking back too much, not working as much, letting shit roll off your back, being very passive aggressive, not really like, again, having a man pay for everything, having a man show up for everything. And I can understand that, some women never had that, but it gets toxic, guys. It's important that we don't do the soft girl era.
You gotta be a team to your partner.
Bro, we are women. And we have to band together. And again, Black women especially, we have to band together and support each other right now. Times are changing. Tides are changing. It's important that we band together and we encourage our men. I'm tired. I'm really tired of hearing the man bashing.
Yeah.
I'm really tired of it. It can't really be all their faults.
Right.
Bitches be bugging.
Right.
Like
They
bitches
do.
be bugging and bitches have attitudes
Yeah.
and they're very entitled, especially moving from the East Coast to Houston. I see the entitlement in bitches and I see that like women don't like to smile sometimes because they have such a freaking chip on their shoulder.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree. Even if you give a girl a compliment,
thank
thank
you.
you.
Bitch, if you want to show me some teeth.
Yeah, and that kind of makes you not give another one a compliment. So now it's like I'm not gonna lie, like I'm big on energy, so I know who I will give a compliment to. Exactly. I know they're gonna receive it well. And they're gonna say thank you so much, you know. And I, being from Honduras, and I know you being from Haiti, like we're not used to that. We're used to people being kind to us and all that, right?
Yes.
So for me, the soft girl era thing, I have my own definition of it. To me, it just means me being vulnerable, me being, allowing myself for someone else to care for me.
Exactly.
It's not always about the traveling. I mean, I love to travel and I love all that, right? I love men spending money. I mean, yes, I do. Does that always happen? No, but when it does happen, I appreciate it, and I make sure that I show that appreciation to the men that's doing that for me.
There you go.
Because they didn't have to do that, right? Especially if they're not my husband.
Exactly.
But that's what it is for me, being more vulnerable to myself. Because again, like it should be about you, right? Being a soft girl should be about you as a person, and being vulnerable, allowing myself to be more chill, more calm, letting someone else, treat me like the queen that I am, lead, right? Yes. And I love that for me. Like I love that I'm able now to do that, because at some point, girl, when I was married, oh my gosh, I was like, I got it. I'm good. I don't need you. Whatever. I don't need I need a man. Okay.
I'm struggling with that now, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I be saying that to my husband, and I realize it's toxic, but it's like, are you gonna leave me if I start needing you? Type shit. So I'm working on it.
I think it's not about. You need each other at the end of the day.
Yes.
When you have a husband, you need each other.
And especially
for a lot of things.
In business together, your wife, let me say this, your partner, your spouse will take you to the next level. If you have a good man and a good woman and you start a business together, people like to work with couples, especially good, healthy couples.
Yes.
Don't you like to work with
that about y'all? Because first of all, y'all, I've seen them work together. I've seen you guys show up, and I see how present you are. You're like, baby, you need this, baby, you need that. Like, and even the other day when, I think he almost forgot the tripod, and he was like, babe, you crazy, you forgot the tripod. And he was like, and I said, that's what he got you for.
Period.
Because if he didn't have you, he probably would have forgot about the damn tripod. Because none of us was worried about the tripod.
Period. Okay.
So just having that person that's there for you, right? That's like,
that
being
person.
a team. And I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I would love to. I already told him I'm working with y'all because I love creatives. I love supporting my creatives, and we gotta create.
Hell yeah. So I already have some amazing ideas with you.
Okay. Period.
You are amazing.
Oh my God, stop. Thank you.
You are amazing.
Thank you. I struggle with compliments.
Why?
A lot.
You get weird?
Yeah.
You feel like you don't deserve it? Why do you get weird?
Damn,
it's black women talking up to you. One thing about me, if we're gonna be friends, listen, me, Virgo, I'm very verbally expressive.
You know why? Sometimes it's kind of weird because I'm not used to, like, although I get it on social media, it's not the same.
Right.
Like people, you're beautiful, all these things, whatever. Yes, thank you. You know,
right.
But actually hearing it, it's really fucking weird because I'm like, sometimes I don't see those things in myself.
It's hard.
And although like I'm doing all these things and people see me doing all these things, I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I do feel like I'm not doing enough because I don't know. I feel like
consistent.
I'm very hard on myself. So I feel like I should be like way up there. But I'm learning to be more, to enjoy the process, to enjoy the journey, because there's beauty in the journey, right? Like there is so much things that a lot of times we want things to happen so fast, but God has to, God knows why things are happening the way they're happening now. But like the compliments, it's just like, oh my God, thank you. Like, I'm just kind of weird. And then even with men, like with men, when a man give me a compliment, I'm just like, oh my God, stop.
Why? Just take it, live in it. It's okay to be cocky.
I say thank you all the time. Like, of course, I'm like, oh my God, stop. Oh my gosh, it's just kind of weird. Like I'm not like, thank you. Like I'm not like that. I'm just very humble.
I feel you.
And so I just thanks. Like, you know.
Yeah. No, but you're doing your thing.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. You are a badass as well.
Thank you.
I see you.
Really?
You are a talent girl. What? You're very talented. I think that a lot of times you just have to, and I told you this the other day when I first met you, you just gotta be around the people that are aligned with you for you to flourish in what you're doing. Because the people that don't get it, they won't get it, and they will continue to look at you in like from a jealousy standpoint.
Yeah.
And don't nobody got time for that, because when you're creative, you want to be around the people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, right? Like, and that's why I had to change my environment. That's why I had to change my everything that was surrounding me, because I'm like, I need to be with where my peoples that we hear.
Yeah.
I need to be working with them.
I didn't think people like you existed. And I told you since moving from Jersey, from even Seattle to here, from Jersey to here, I've been struggling a lot as far as finding people to acclimate with. I've been hanging with losers, and I feel like a fucking loser. You know? I feel, and my intent, like my core of who I am, what I want to do, I want to help people, and I want to speak life into people. That's what I enjoy doing. I don't do this shit for views. I don't do this shit for nothing else, just to make people feel good, because I understand what it felt like to be a fucking loser, or to think you were a loser.
Exactly.
So,
and you're not a loser. No, you're not.
Oh, no.
Again, you continue to just continue to put yourself in spaces where those people will align with you, right?
Yes.
Energy doesn't lie.
Yes.
And you will find those people. Yes. So I'm here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And we here, Nula.
Okay. Oh, what's that?
Nula.
So, okay, wait, how do you say, oh, wait, I know some Spanish. Si se puede.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh.
Cheers to that.
Okay, I got that from Disney Channel, that cheerleading movie. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. They were talking about si se puede, si se puede.
I came with you. Oh my God, this has been a great episode.
It
oh my
has.
God.
It has. Don't take it and not take a drink.
I forgot.
Come on.
Wait. This wine is really good, y'all.
It's delicious.
It is really, really good. I just realized we didn't even play a game, but it's okay. It's okay. Conversation was amazing.
We were flowing.
I enjoyed talking to you about this.
Yes.
I didn't even have to look at my card.
It was a great conversation.
This is how you know it was genuine, authentic, honey. Okay. Like, I didn't have to look at my card today. I think I just looked at it once for one question, and everything else, you didn't even have to talk about it, because we just talked about it.
Because you're doing what you're supposed to do.
And again, the wine always kind of like makes you feel more relaxing and everything. So, sis, thank you so much for being here. It has been a pleasure. Tell the people where they can find you at.
Okay, so.
And also, I'm sorry, if you have anything to brag about, your podcast, tell them.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
Hey, everybody. This is Gervania, Gio, if you're nasty. I do have a podcast. It's called Thoughts of a Virgo Podcast. I just kind of blanked out a little bit, but that's what it's called. And I also am the co-CEO and executive producer of Take Collective Media. It is a Black-owned, veteran-owned media business. We don't just work with Black people, we work with all people, and definitely tap in with us. We do music videos, we do promo videos, we do whatever video, baby shower video. You want a baby picture, right? You want a baby picture, we hook you up real nice. And I give energy, and I work with my husband, so you'll always have somebody on set boosting you up, making sure you feel good. And I bring wine too, because I love wine. And if you like tequila, then we're gonna be best friends.
Oh, Jesus.
So my Instagram is Gervania. So it's GIORVANIALER. And that is my Instagram. So you can follow. So you can follow me if you like and connect with me there. And it was an awesome episode.
Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, so before we end the show, how would you rate this wine?
I actually want another glass. I would say the wine is on a scale of 1 through 10.
Yes.
I would give it a 8. Okay. Actually, I would give it a 9, because sweet wine, it usually has like that little fizzy aftertaste. That's good. No fizzy aftertaste.
Yeah, for sure. It has really good. And I don't, you know what? I don't even know what okay, it has only 5.5% of alcohol. So it's very light. It's nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I like the 10% and up.
Yeah.
15. So it's just very light.
Right.
I feel fine. It's just something to sip on. You know what I'm saying? But don't sleep on that either, because if you drink the whole bottle, baby, you gonna go to sleep good.
Okay.
Okay. So y'all, it was so nice. Thank you, boo.
Of course.
Y'all, I will see you guys on my next episode of the Darling Talk Show. Bye, adios.
Bye.